let's talk about your money this morning. Americans saving for retirement may be barreling towards a credit crisis. A recent survey from one poll found 42% of Americans who plan to retire don't think they'll ever have enough savings to do so. And to make matters worse, simply being retired can cause your credit scores to tank. Let's bring in financial expert and Madison Ventures Plus Managing Director, Mitch Roschelle. Hey, Mitch, always good to see you. I think a lot of people watching this segment are saying, ooh, hold on a second. I've been doing everything right leading up to retirement. Now I'm going to be punished on the other side of it. I mean, what causes your credit score to go down when you decide to stop working?
Yeah, Marky, good morning. It's really not the fact that you've retired. It's what's happened when you're retired and your income level drops, and people sort of tend to get a little bit sloppier with their credit. The economy really hasn't been helping retirees. So what we're finding is more and more retirees are finding their credit scores dropping. And it's also the fact that retirees think, well, I don't really need to keep a good credit. I'm retired. What do I need a good credit score for? But you'll find that, you know what, until you die, you need to keep a good credit score because you never know when you're going to need to borrow money.
Yeah, and I guess is that because you're on a fixed income, you're probably closing down some credit cards as well. Is this post-retirement credit score drop inevitable? Is there any way to prevent it, or what do you do after you retire?
No, and in fact, you just said something really important. A lot of people think I'm retired, I'm going to be, on a tighter budget. Let me start shutting down credit cards. And it's actually the way the model works with the credit rating agencies. When you start shutting down credit cards, you actually start deteriorating your credit score. It's kind of counterintuitive. And there's also something, and I don't want to get overly technical, called credit utilization ratio, which means if you have a really, really big available credit line across all of your credit cards and you don't use much of it, that actually helps your credit score. But when you try to consolidate and say, what do I need all these airline credit cards for,
right,
hotel credit cards, I'm not going to be traveling as much, that's when your credit rating starts to drop.
Okay, good to know. The other thing I wanted to take your temperature on, a TransUnion survey found that nearly half of American baby boomers think their credit scores matter less after the age of 70. Is that true? And why do you think so many Americans believe that?
I think it's sort of an old wives' tale that's a bad one. But I'll tell you why your credit score matters as you get older. Let's say you sell your house, you have a big gain in your house, and you can use the money, the profit on the house to sort of fund the rest of your life, and you decide to rent. Well, if you have a low credit score, your landlord may charge you more in rent, or you may have a hard time getting an apartment in this tight market, or you never know when you need to borrow money for, a rainy day or something, heaven forbid, happens. So maintaining your credit score really is going to matter.
Yeah, and when it comes to what assisted living you might want to join, or helping a child or grandchild, the list goes on and on. Mitch Roschelle, thanks so much as always. Always love to see you on the show, especially on a Friday morning.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.